Hey everyone, it's Deacon082 and today we're starting my new Let's Play. So I'm gonna sit back here and show you guys the intro. Try to keep quiet for most of this. So as you can tell by the upbeat cheesy rock music, this is a Sonic game. This is Sonic Heroes, and as you saw by the opening cutscene, it looks really good graphically for a game that came out in early 2004, so I guess we've picked that up quite a bit. This is really the only Sonic game I've played through the whole way, besides Sonic Colors. And I personally love this game. It's long, it's deep. Oh gosh, did I say that? Okay, we're gonna start a new file up here. And so here we go. The main menu, we have single player, multiplayer, which, yeah, the multiplayer is mostly locked for now. Plus I don't have a second person to play with. So we'll go to the single player mode. We have story mode, tutorial, and two locked things. I don't need to show a tutorial here. But anyway, the premise of Sonic Heroes, you have 4 different teams you can play as. And each of them have similar storylines. They play through the same levels with differences. Because this is a Sonic game, we're going to start off with Team Sonic, obviously. We'll get to the others. So Team Sonic's story. Sonic's just running around through a desert. Yeah, typical Sonic stuff. And here come Tails and Knuckles on their little... That's a strange airplane type thing. Anyway, they're meeting up for the first time in a while, and Tails has a letter of sorts. So an animated Eggman on the letter. That's quite advanced technology there. So we have 3 days to stop Dr. Eggman from taking over the world with his new mega weapon.
No worries.
So we got this one.
Think I'd miss this? Time to crack that Eggman wide open. Yeah, let's party.
So we all take off, Sonic way ahead, the others somehow are able to catch up, and we go to the first stage of the game, Seaside Hill. Now, in this stage, I'm mainly going to explain the moves and stuff. This game is pretty unique in the fact that you control 3 different members of the team at the same time. So, you have Power Formation, where Knuckles leads off, and you go sideways. Like, line up sideways. You have all kinds of moves. If you go into Speed Formation by switching buttons there, you go as Sonic, where you run faster. You have a homing attack by pressing the A button. And then you have Flying Formation, where they line up on top of each other, and you can fly like so. You also have a Thunder Shoot that stuns enemies, where you can attack them with Power Formation. So you can go down here with Team Sonic and Speed. Bounce off here.
They never give up, do they?
Power Formation moves. You just use the X button. You can string together combos and stuff. We'll go a lot more detail on what these moves actually do later. With Sonic, you can use a ring dash, as you saw by pressing X, and on series of rings, you can do stuff like that. You also have a tornado attack that can flip enemies up in the air. And you can use homing attack to finish them off. Then you have cannons. This is all going really fast, and it's very hard to commentate on time with a Sonic game, just because how fast they go. Come on. There.
Level up.
What are you doing, Sonic? Okay. The first level is not much of a challenge at all. And as your team members level up, their attacks will get stronger. As you saw, Tails was able to take out an enemy there with one hit. And here we have some of these bobsled portions, which there's really no obstacles to dodge this early on. But okay. The checkpoints look like this. And every time you walk over them, your lead character is going to level up. Just explaining gameplay here. And their attacks will get stronger. You also get points for level ups that'll come in at the end. You have a score in the top left corner, as you can see. And this score goes into getting A ranks for your missions. Which, they aren't very important, but they'll unlock a lot more stuff later on. Ah. Okay. Sonic also has this little kick, and you can also do Rocket Itself. But I don't find Rocket Itself to be very useful. Now you want to level up all your team to level 3 to get the maximum power out of your moves and stuff. And sometimes you have these rainbow rings that'll get you more points for flying through them. It's a pretty simple game, really. And one more thing I haven't mentioned, which we'll show off soon if we can. Yeah. There's also some gates that'll switch you automatically into the formation without you having to do it. And it usually comes up when you need a certain formation up ahead. Come on. Come on. Slow. A little slow through here.
Okay.
Here's a bunch of enemies, and here's the vicious combo attacks, and for some reason, I'm getting dominated. What's over here? Anything?
Not bad.
Hey, a one-up. Nice. You can go into the cannons in different formations, but they all lead to the same place eventually, most of the time. So here we get another checkpoint and another bobsled. Pretty simple, no obstacles, just collecting coins. I mean, coins? No, rings. This is Sonic. What am I talking about? This game was multi-platform, by the way. I'm playing it on the Xbox, but it was released for the GameCube and PS2.
Let Sonic take
All right.
care of this.
We can take out... I'm struggling with attacking today. Alright. What are you doing? Alright. Oh my gosh. I'm doing horrible right now.
That's it.
This game looks really cool on some parts like this. And you can run by a lot of these enemies. Pretty basic gameplay. And up here, one more thing you can do is press the white or black button, or Z button in some controllers, and it uses Team Blast, which basically kills all enemies in the area. You can do a lot of things with it. What's in here by chance?
Yes.
Oh, one up. And up ahead, this thing up here is the gold ring,
Yes.
and you jump into it and finish the level. And at the end of the level, you get scored based on how you did. You get a ton of points based on your team, and you get a massive time bonus at the end. And our score on this level is going to be very high. And we get the A rank, which is the best you can do. So, your ranks go from A through E, A being the best, obviously. I'm going to try to get as many A ranks as I can in this playthrough, but I'm not going to purposely go for them. So our second stage is Ocean Palace. It occurs around the same area. And another thing I'm just going to warn you guys, I'm going to be recording this whole Team Sonic part of the game in one sitting, so the transitions between episodes and such might seem a little choppy, because I'm going to edit them in later, but shouldn't make too much of a difference. Up here, we have some of these doors. You can push them open, and we can take out all these enemies with various combos and such. And another gimmick on this stage, you'll have parts of the ruins just collapse, which just really gets in your way. A lot of this game comes into like strategically leveling up your team members so you can accomplish different tasks. When you come up to these fans, you can glide over parts of the level, which sometimes it's shortcuts, but most of the time it's mandatory stuff. So we'll push the door. Not a lot to commentate about on a game like this, but I'm going to do my best. Let's go up here. Here we have some obstacles. These big spiky cannonball type things. Team Sonic is the most straightforward team. You also have something called triangle jump that I just completely failed on. Oh well, there will be more opportunities to use it, but basically you go up on a wall and you can jump across all crazily. You also can glide up here to avoid parts of the stage, like so. I believe back here there is a 1-up. Yes, there is. Alright, going back down the level, we have a long descent, and then we gotta hit some stuff. They're just enemies hiding in corners and stuff. But the combos in power formation, once you get your power character leveled up, they have a pretty long attack range. As you can see, way in front we get attacked there. We just picked up invincibility as we jump over to some turtles. As you can see, pretty cool here. Later on you'll have some gates that are locked until you defeat enemies. You can just take them out. But we're invincible at the moment. The only way to get the shields off these robots is by using the tornado on them, unless you're leveled up high enough. You can just use homing attack on them, but it will take forever to take the enemy out that way. Some of them have a shield and a weapon. So we're going to continue leveling up here. There might be something in these. Yep, 20 rings. Come in handy. Here we got a bunch of robots. Sometimes this game does get a little laggy when there's a lot on the screen, but it's not a huge issue. You usually don't notice it too much, actually. There we go. Now our whole team's leveled up and we can just dominate everything with Knuckles. Pretty good strategy for this game, actually.
Too cool.
So we'll use the fans to go up, and I keep going off the fans. Off the fans! Yeah, that was kind of lame. You can also attack from mid-air in power formation, which there's some times when it comes in handy. And now we'll use our fans. Wow. Alright, busting through the door. I believe this is another chance for triangle jump, and we'll get it this time. Here we go. We can just blast across. Fall down onto the spring. Go up. And this is our final checkpoint. And it's the most fun part of the level by far. You'll want to be ready because as soon as you make this jump, you're going to be chased by a giant rock.
Here we go.
And somehow this giant rock rolls fast enough to go up things like that. Go up the loops. And it comes back.
Looks like it's
Oh boy,
time
this
to
thing's
join the
fast.
party.
And eventually you'll be joined by a second rock. And then later a third rock. But it's not too difficult to avoid all these things. And as soon as you get past the rocks, you'll be right at the goal ring. So that's a fun part of the level. Team Sonic levels are fun, fast-paced, and we get a big time bonus at the end of it for our second A rank. Alright, so 2 levels down, and these things are emblems, and they unlock different things in the multiplayer mode later on. So we've made it through 2 levels of the game. Next time on Let's Play Sonic Heroes, we will be progressing farther in the game, taking on the next set of levels. See you then!